Alright, man, so today we got a video by Dang Tank. Shout out to Dang Tank for the video. This is about a dude named Cyrax. A lot of people told me to react to Cyrax ever since I started my channel like a year ago. Damn, it's been a year already. Anyways, yeah, I don't know nothing about this dude, nothing at all, really. People just told me to react to him, and that's what I'm gonna do. So shout out to Dang Tank for the video. Let's see what this dude Cyrax is about.
Chance Wilkins was born in Bellingham, Washington, May 24th, 1990. But at some point he had moved where he currently resides in Akron, Ohio. At less than 5 feet tall and still living with his grandmother at 31, Chance is one of the most prolific and haunting lolcows online. I do not intend on making any videos on these internet cool guys, but this story just has to be heard. The troubling and honestly downright disturbing trials and tribulations of this man are true.
Yo, he look like the 1% that Germax don't kill.
Truly abominable. From manipulation to complete and utter delusion, this is the story of Cyrax. I can honestly start this video telling stories of any point of his YouTube saga, which spans over 15 years, and you would most likely find it just as disturbing as it is concerning. Before 2017, there are only a select handful of videos that are actually archived, and all relate to him being some kind of rap artist and him lying about being signed with multiple record labels. He even at one point allegedly signed with someone, and then over the span of a few months, he'd not only stolen all of their music, but the names of the musicians, and completely plagiarizing other artists that he actually considered to be family.
Who is this guy? What?
Eric Scrubolo was one of these people, and he offered to let Chance sign to his record label in around 2012 to 2013 because he felt sorry for Chance and his appearance. And after all that, he ended up throwing the record label's dog tags into a lake. He later did an apology video with his girlfriend Heather to try and get back into the record label. It's worth mentioning that there will be a Heather mentioned later on that's also his girlfriend, but this is not the same Heather.
I know you're pretty upset about the whole dog tag thing and whatnot. We regret it, man.
And if I'm giving the wrong impression that maybe he is a semi-successful artist, you'd be mistaken. In his entire music career, spanning over 15 years like I've mentioned, he's made a whopping maybe $100. He's made 70 cents with his songs, he sold 2 t-shirts for $60, and he has sold
This dude is not a real person. This gotta be some kind of NPC in the woods or something, man. This dude is not real. They downloaded some kind of Elder Scrolls DLC or something for this guy, man. This dude is not a real person.
CDs, but has yet to ship them out. Now, as you can imagine, Cyrax has never had a job and relies entirely on his grandmother, Sally. Sally was in an unfortunate situation where she was hit by a bus and receives a settlement fee to help afford look after herself and her family. And Chance lives off this by just doing chores for an allowance. You may also notice the striking similarities between Chance and Daniel Larson. Daniel Larson being the guy that fell completely off the deep end after his grandmother passed away. It's uncertain to say what would happen to Cyrax if his grandmother wasn't around, but it definitely doesn't look good. A bit more family history for you about Cyrax, which is also
he looked like he eat people. He looked like he eat people. He really do.
His father, Rupel Marx, or now known as Oingus Ravenwood, was arrested and imprisoned in 1994, 4 years after the birth of Chance. In 2017, he even mentions his father, saying that he didn't really know why his father went away to prison, he just knew that he did. And Chance really did live thinking he didn't have a father. With just a simple Google search, you can see that Rupel Marx Smith was found guilty of kidnapping and first-degree sexual assault, which is also a Class A felony, and a second-degree sexual abuse of a minor, Class B felony. Now, these were the crimes that were committed by Rupel Marx Smith, and it paints a really, really terrifying picture of the family of Chance Wilkins.
That is crazy.
One of the things that Cyrax gets laughed at for the most would definitely have to be his uncontrollable rage. Like I previously mentioned earlier, Cyrax lives with his grandmother. He was arrested in 2012 for strangling his grandmother, but she felt sorry for him, so nothing came of it. Here's Cyrax having one of his rage fits, screaming death threats towards trolls that keep showing up at his house and annoying him.
Me or my girl, the results for you will not be very pretty.
And this is then briefly interrupted by said grandmother.
Damn, you can't even tell. Can't even tell what he's looking at, man. He got the chameleon eyes, man.
Bad. Because,
got the Rango eyes.
On my way. Anyways, y'all, I'll be right back. Give me just one moment.
What did you just say?
You will either end up in handcuffs or in a body bag.
You're not, just don't even talk to them.
Sorry about that, guys. Guys, here's the thing, Doc. Alright guys, I gotta end this live stream.
His grandmother, bless her soul, very regularly comes into his streams to calm him down or to stop him entirely from putting himself out there on the internet. There's even been a case where she tried to give him a THC gummy to calm him down, which as you can imagine, didn't really
crazy, man. Shout out to Granny.
Reaper, and I'm coming for that ass. You are not.
No, you want me to shut down the internet?
No, it's
one of the most inspirational things about Cyrax
She gotta talk to him like a teenager, man. You want me to shut down the internet? That's crazy.
This is all of his wondrous talents. He is in absolute abundance of skill and talent because he's just a natural born genius, clearly. Here you can see his immense rapping skills.
What's happening? Got a taxi, bring the book, bring the facts again. Take anybody fancy man. Look at the east side where half the ends. I'll put the motherfucker on the map again. Like
A Ruth.
He sound like the dude, the kid from if you know your cartoon, shout out. The Wild Thornberries. I think his name was Donnie, right? So he rap like.
Drummer. A master of the elements, an airbender, if you will, and a CGI artist. An almost perfect voice, an angelic singer. A ferocious MMA fighter. A determined race car driver.
Oh, so this guy's a jack of all trades. He can do it all.
And recently dethroned Drift
And
King.
also, Dev, just ahead of time, bro, if my internet does cut, we're gonna have to restart.
And not to mention, an actor and a director in his own movies.
Come on, man.
Now, Chance
like
is most notable for
2040p.
stealing art and mostly music. He's been caught multiple times stealing beats from SoundCloud and altering them slightly, whether that be pitch shifting or just adding some treble to it. He's even stolen art from DeviantArt to sell on t-shirts, which is probably the reason why he's only sold 2. Kendall Smith is a character that needs no introduction, as Kendall Smith was someone that was just friendly to Chance, and he took this for granted and abused this. In fact, just because she was nice to him, he ended up developing feelings for her. The fallout of these two ended up causing so much negative attention to Chance as this drew attention to trolls. Now, the falling out seems to have been caused by the fact that she rejected him, as he was consistently advancing on her and just trying to hit on her after he caught feelings for her. Now, because he went completely psycho on her when he fell out with her, he decided to dox her, call her landlord, and threaten her. He kept saying how he was going to come over and do all these things. In fact, he actually ended up leaving a lot of voicemails for her. And while you can hear...
Yo, this dude seemed like a psychopath, man. He just seemed like he ain't all the way there. That kind of stuff. There ain't nothing to joke with. Ain't nothing to pick on. But god damn, man.
What he had to say for himself was, it's just maniac behavior.
Play that game? That wasn't a real option on the fucking line. Just guess what? I have family in the police force. And guess what? And I'll try to come to your house. Fuck off and leave me alone and leave all my friends alone and stop spreading fucking bullshit lies about me that you know ain't true. And newsflash, you don't work for them. So you need to stop fucking lying to people.
After the voicemails that Kendall Smith were released, you can imagine the trolls wanted to play even more of a sick game with Chance. And they decided to create a very elaborate prank, which was basically faking contracts with him that he was signed on to different musical labels and stuff. And
he looked like what would happen if you download the wrong Matrix movie off of Google.
Loved this so much in multiple live streams where he was like celebrating. He was wearing a leather jacket. He obviously brushed his teeth for the first time in months and brushed his hair, what's left of it, and put sunglasses on indoors. In this celebration stream as well, which I found quite funny, he ended up leaving a random dude on the live stream because he forgot to end it. So some dude who just sat there like talking to himself.
I figured I'd come in, celebrate, kick it, chill. Oh yeah. Bet y'all gotta bounce up out of here. I'll catch all you crazy fucks later on, man. Peace.
Later, homie.
Later.
Now, someone we've mentioned already in this video, Marty, was actually working with this quote-unquote record label called Bender Boys that Cyrax was supposedly signed with.
This is
Later
crazy,
on, they called him telling him
what
that
is
his music
going
video
on?
didn't perform well at all, and now his contract was being sold on to Marty. After finding this out, Cyrax decides to go live, crying on stream.
God damn, that's a mug, man. That's
Then when he finds out that it's not really a record label deal at all, he ends up going on to have a bunch of rap battles as well, which I think are really odd. I just don't get it. And you think after all this, maybe he'd just go and hone his craft or, I don't know, get a job. But no.
Demon King, go ahead, motherfucker. I will rip out your motherfucking soul as I...
Chance's second girlfriend, also named Heather, she actually ended up living with him, and this has been going on for quite a while now. And they
she just encouraged it, man. Shame on that. Shame on Heather, the second one. Shame on you for keeping this dude, like, you know, keeping this guy going, man. You should have. It takes a real friend to tell you what you know what I mean, you don't want to hear. She should have pulled him aside and be like, "What are you doing, man? I like you. I care about you. Stop making a fool of yourself on the internet. You can't rap. But this, nope.
Due to Chance's epic rap career. Funny story, she actually abandoned her wife and kids to be with him. She abandoned her wife and kids to then be with Chance. This Chance, the Chance we're talking about. She even said as well, at one point, randomly I saw this doing some research, she said that her marriage was actually void because she never had intercourse with her ex-partner. Do with that information as you will. But I will say that she does keep saying that
What? Her marriage was void because she didn't have intercourse. Bro, is this real life?
she's fighting for custody of her children, and Cyrax is very much latched onto that idea and is on some sort of crusade to win these kids back, as if he ever had them in the first place, and as if they're his. Cyrax has actually been known to be quite abusive towards Heather as well. And in this clip, you can actually see him kind of wrestling with her and just bashing her as hard as he can on her side, but he's small and frail, so this then leads Music Biz Marty to then call the police on him, and well, the police obviously respond with, yep, there's nothing wrong going on here, and then they leave.
Grab the laptop.
You can talk to our friend. They know nothing.
Yeah, we can confirm that there's no domestic violence going on whatsoever, so...
There's no domestic
whoever
violence.
called you, you need to...
I've also seen a document that has redacted statements
That's
in it
crazy.
as well from the police over in Akron, Ohio, and there are so many police reports on him. A lot of them are literally like written off as prank calls because people that he speaks to online or that troll him online call the police after almost every interaction with him, and they are absolutely absurd. We're talking like fake bomb threats and things like that. This then ends in spectacular fashion as Cyrax gets exposed for sending dick pics to other people on the internet. This is very shortly
Come on, man. Why do
after
people do
he
that?
gets swatted, and he actually basically streams his breakup.
I like that troll thing he got in the background. This thing right here. I like that. And I think that's a little, that little Knuckles meme is show me the way. I know the way.
Like a one-on-one call.
I like that.
And they are live streaming this.
Why don't you go back to your fucking hole and eat some goddamn pizza like the fat bitch you are? I'm sick of your shit.
This pizza good.
So before Heather left and moved out, she had a brother come and collect her. Well, Cyrax didn't really like that idea, and he
The pizza
hit him,
good.
which then resulted in a police being called, and I'm pretty sure a report was actually filed against Chance. A few months down the line, Marty actually confronts Cyrax for all of his lying and stealing. Marty called him out for saying that he'd sold CDs when he hadn't, and those who had actually bought CDs, why had they never received them, and why he plagiarized entire songs and songs lyrics and beats.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
A lot of it. Now, Chance's excuse was, I don't know, man, I write songs and that's just how it ends up to be. On screen are two sets of lyrics. One from being...
Well, you can't just steal songs and beats and stuff. You're gonna get called out for it, dude. Even if you didn't get called out for it, it's just not right, man. People work hard for the music, you know what I mean, that they produce and stuff. It's not right for you to just go in there, change pitches and stuff and try to make it as your own.
Chance's song, one being from a band. You tell me if Chance ripped this off or if it's just complete and utter chance.
Tommy Vexed. He just recently redid Papa Roach, and he recently redid Papa Roach's Last Resort.
Yeah, to buy the rights to them. To buy the rights, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Did
He
you
actually
buy
bought
rights
them.
to these songs?
That's the thing, though. Morty, listen, you just don't get.
This is where we start slipping down that rabbit hole, where we start to find out who Cyrax really is. Kate of Masshole reports, who had pretended to be a 15-year-old girl named Crystal, and they had a friend talk with Cyrax, also pretending to be 15, and he unsolicited sent and revealing videos of himself to somebody who was pretending to be 15 years old. Now there is a full stream on this, which is actually ended up deleted on YouTube, so I'll try and mention the main points from this. It is revealed that one woman that he was speaking to was a single mum. Now people theorize that he wanted to be with a single mum so he could be around their children, and without there being a partner around, well, this was open season for Chance. He actually texted one woman and said, I want to hug and kiss the kids. This also then obviously goes in line with his ex Heather, who he kept going on a mad crusade about and saying, I'm going to get my kids back and get the kids back, when...
Nah, he don't need to be nowhere around children, bro. That is crazy. It's like, just by looking at the dude, you can't judge a book by its cover, but just by looking at the dude, you're like, yo, I don't want this dude around my kids, man. Or any kid. You just look, I don't know, man. You shouldn't judge a book by cover. I get that. I know that. But that dude just seems off. Y'all, we on the same vibe. I know we are. I know we are.
They're just his girlfriend's children. They're not related to him whatsoever. He's never even met them. Now, when he was being exposed for all this, he was obviously in the live stream with the people saying this to him and reading out the evidence. And while he was having a meltdown, he decided to just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the stream taken down so no one sees it. So he got his junk out. He just flashed the stream and got the stream taken down. And obviously after all this, police were called by others on the live stream and a report was filed. Cyraxx had also mentioned an online relationship he had with someone named Chloe, who was actually a 15-year-old girl. He was confronted by these same people that caught him the first time. Now, Chance's excuse was that he didn't really know her real age and figured that she was maybe lying.
Why do they always do that? They always get caught up, and the first thing they go to is, "I didn't know they was 15. I didn't know there was." Come on, bro. One of the first things that they tell you, you know what I mean? These setups and all this other kind of stuff is like, "Yo, I'm 13, I'm 14, I'm 15. Is that cool?" And then they'll be like, "Yeah, babe, it's fine with me." Like, they cool with it, you know? So, like, and the first thing they run to is, "Oh, I didn't know their age." First of all, you can't lie because they got all the screenshots and all the proof. So what's the point of lying? People are just dumb.
Accountability. And was this the only time it's ever happened?
Yes, it is. There was one other time. There was a time recently, and I know that Kate brought this up, that Chloe chick that I was doing charity work for, me and her ended up together. And then I found out today, and she did not tell me this until fucking today, which I fucking blocked her ass right away. She flat out told me.
Cyraxx. She sent screenshots where she said that she had to go to sleep early because she had to get ready for school in the morning.
By the way, Marty,
screenshot.
kiss
Told
my
you.
ass, bitch.
This leads us on to
this dude is crazy.
Cyraxx thinks that people are literally out there trying to kill him, whether that means stalking him, following him when he walks down to the little shop to get another Monster Energy, even though this is all based off the fact that a photoshopped of his house with a gun being held at it. Someone had just photoshopped themselves holding a gun outside his house. The picture of his house was from Google Images. That was the threat. And someone actually did end up shooting at Chance's house, and it was while he was obviously streaming. It's insane. Watch the clip.
Raped her when I never even met her.
Yo, someone really shot. Someone really shot.
It took Chance to a dark place, all of this, as you can imagine. This is clearly all for show. In this next clip I'm showing you, Chance is saying that he's going to game end himself. That is not actually true because, one, it's an act. Two, what he's holding to his neck isn't a knife. He keeps saying he's holding a knife to his neck. He isn't holding a knife to his neck because he later admits it's a pen. It wasn't even a biro or ballpoint. It was a stylus, like a drawing tablet. So once again, the boy cried wolf.
Yes.
Marty, do you want me to end my life?
No.
Do you want me to end my life?
Cyraxx, I'm gonna have to call well-being check-in now. I don't want you to end your life.
Because you want to know what you do to me every day? This is what you make me want to do every fucking day. Because of what you fucking do to me.
This dude is bonkers, bro. This dude is crazy. Oh, man. And the fact that it's all for show, man, like, that stuff's not cool, man. That stuff's not cool because you got real people who really feel that way. You know what I mean? Damn, man. This dude is nuts. Just so, come on. You just want people to feel bad for you or something?
Sally.
No, don't.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Yep. Put it down. Put it down, Cyraxx.
No.
Put the knife down, Cyraxx.
It's not a knife. It's a fucking pen, but Marty, this is what you do to me. It's the fucking pen that I use, but Marty, dude, this is what you fucking do to me every day, and you think it's a joke.
And someone did actually also end
It's not a knife. Come on,
coming
dog.
to his house. I believe it was actually Marty himself.
Nothing happening here.
And Cyraxx just said, I'm not coming out, and just kept arguing, giving excuses. Recently, as I've been recording and working on this video, Cyraxx actually went to Music Biz Marty's house for a fight.
I thought you went to a theater. Come on. Come over here.
Why? Why will you leave me alone, boy?
Dude's a demon.
And for now,
that's the video, man. That's it for Cyraxx. Now that I'm in, man. See, this is how the whole wings thing started, dude. It was just supposed to be a video, and then I get the shovel, you hit it once, and you just got to keep on digging till you reach the end of the hole. Plot twist is the hole never ends. So now I feel like I need to watch more of some damn Cyrax. Cause what the hell? It's crazy. So that's the video, you guys. Shout out to Dank Tank or something like that. Shout out to the dude's video, man. You guys have a good one. Peace.